Right, I've got to pause it. Sorry. I've got to pause it.
Why? I was into that.
No, I need to get this off my chest.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to A Story Worth Telling. And today we're doing something very special. What are we doing today, Josh?
What? Oh, well, it's not a feature, but we're there.
Do you want to try that again?
We're watching a trailer.
We're watching a trailer.
We're watching a trailer to A History of Sound.
Now, this film has been very highly, I guess, anticipated is the word.
Yeah.
I don't need you to be insecure about words. If I'm already insecure about the word, I need a more confident yes.
It's coming in September, I think.
Yes.
I think very soon to the UK. But I don't feel like it's been advertised very heavily.
Well, I disagree. That's because I'm in queer media.
I've seen it.
And I see it loads all over,
okay,
all of our Instagram page and stuff like that, and a lot of the queer media brands that are talking about it. But I guess, probably in straight world, it's not really talked about.
Straight world.
Well, straight world's a whole other world, isn't it?
Is anyone in straight world?
Anyone in
I know
straight
they're
world?
in straight world.
But it's big because I think the names Paul Mescal,
Mm-hmm.
Josh O'Connor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just taking the bit of information that you
Known
used.
for, known most recently as The Gladiator, Gladiator 2.
Oh, Paul Mescal. Yes.
Yes, but he was also in
All of Us Strangers.
All of Us Strangers. He was amazing in that.
He's just gorgeous. Josh
Josh
O'Connor,
O'Connor.
God's Own Country.
God's Own Country. The Crown.
The Crown.
It is.
Yeah. Both, I believe...
Lee. I watched him in Lee the other day.
Lee. Someone named a film Lee.
Yeah, I was just Lee. Forget a name. But it was good. It was about
the
a war film.
photographer.
Yeah, the photographer. Lee.
With my favourite, Kate Winslet. Oh,
Yes. Oh, she was good.
she could play a good lesbian, I reckon.
Yeah. She got a tits out and everything.
Oh, she does that a lot. No, honestly, Kate Winslet gets her tits out way more than most other actresses.
Statistically,
Statistically,
way more.
Genuinely, it is a thing.
Anyway.
But both, I believe, at least from the outset, straight presenting men playing gay really well. They seem to be playing gay a lot, and they do it well.
Yeah.
So I quite like that.
Well, they're well practiced in queer
and I
movies.
think they do it respectfully, not out of a thirst, although we do thirst over them, let's be honest. But they do it quite well. And so now they're back to play gay even better in something that could be the gay film of the year.
Well, yeah, I mean, this movie is a bit of a hard sell, honestly, because, what's it about? You know?
Well...
What's it about?
L'histoire. So it's a period film.
Yes.
So we love a bit of, gay history.
We do.
And I think we're going even further back this time than, say, something like Fellow
My
Travellers.
Policeman.
That was, or My Policeman. That was kind of
No, Fellow Travellers was...
That's what I mean, we're going
Second
further
World
back.
War. Right.
And I think there's a weird thing about history and representation, because sometimes we go through... So history does this thing where there's almost cycles of...
It repeats itself.
Yeah, but also there's periods of when it's frowned upon, we're discriminated against, and then it's not, and it does that. And so if you go back to the 50s, that's a high period of that, right? 50s, 60s. But actually, I think, and don't quote me on this because I'm not sure, but I think it then goes back down a bit in terms of its aggro towards queer people around the 1900s, which is when this is set.
Well, there were other things going on at the time,
There were other things going on, yeah.
women's right to vote was, I think, was that turn of the century?
Yeah, I think that was the 1910s.
We're not historians.
I'm not historians.
But we love an
Roughly.
educational movie.
Yeah. But what I mean is I don't think that... Because there's a couple of films that are based around that time period as well. There's... based off the book Maurice. And there's an adaptation with that as well. Brideshead Revisited, but very short. And they all show queer characters, but it's almost like they're not quite dealing with the level of queer scrutiny as they would then be dealing with 50 years on.
Mm.
So around the turn of the century, it's queerness isn't necessarily...
Well, yes, but also, there's no gay marriage. There's probably, what they're doing behind the behind the curtain is their
Yeah.
business rather
And don't
than,
get me wrong,
you
I'm
know.
sure it's still like far more scrutinized than it would be today. But it's just, I think it's an interesting point of view to always consider the context of which we're seeing this representation, or the social context around at the time.
Well, they always said the Romans were like, you know,
Yeah, I mean, the Greeks were doing it left, right, and centre, but
yeah.
not the right way.
No. Too bad.
Anyway, if you like what you see on the channel, then let us know. If you think this is going to be a good film and you'd like to see us watch the whole thing when it comes out, we can also do that. And head on over to Patreon, because we've got a load of exclusive content over there. And everything you see here, that's fully unedited. So it's all good fun.
Links below. You got to tell your voice that. It's all good fun.
It's all good fun, Jackie boy.
It's just good business.
My father said it was a gift from God, how I could see music. I thought everyone could see sound.
Roll credits.
Across the Rocky Mountain, I walk for miles and miles.
Lionel Worthing. David White.
Across the Rocky Mountain.
Oh, they're a bit... Whoa, okay. No messing around there.
Don't sing love songs, you'll wake my mother. She's sleeping here right by my side. If I had what you had, I'd leave.
Right, I've got to pause it. Sorry. I've got to pause it.
Why? I was into that.
No, I need to get this off my chest. If someone starts singing at you, is that a turn on or a turn off?
Depends why they're singing.
If someone's serenading you,
Oh, I would like to be serenaded.
you would?
But I'm more of an 80s boombox over the head serenaded kind of thing.
Well, that's not singing though, is it?
No.
Just playing music.
Yeah. I want to hear a song, I just don't want it coming from them. I think it's romantic.
Anyway, I need to say that. They both look dishy as fuck. Okay?
They do.
And a silver dagger. She says that I can't be
The wall.
your bride.
Don't die.
What about good luck?
Sing love songs.
Break a leg.
Put your hand on your throat. Now hum. Feel something? Like a vibration.
I sense this is going to be a slow
Sound
burn.
is invisible. But it can be physical. It can touch something. It can make an impression.
Sing love songs.
I guess I feel like I'm at the end of something.
Is that the Trevor Fountain?
What was the beginning?
Sing love songs.
There was a moment
I think restrained is correct.
Yeah.
as happy as I was when collecting songs.
Right hand, silver dagger.
Emotion in song. I want all of it.
She says that I can't be your bride. What do you do?
That looks intense.
So, what did we learn? What did we learn? I think this is going to be a very slow burn. A very slow burn.
Yeah.
But I don't know if this is as... I don't know whether we're going to learn a lot about what it's like to be queer in that period of history. I sense it's more of like a kind of...
Well, I think it's more of like a multifaceted kind of film where like the queerness to their story is maybe only one part.
It looks arty.
What I notice a lot nowadays is that like in the early 90s, 2000s, you also had these kind of films that were like really deep dramas. Gritty dramas, right? Like things like Cold Mountain. Is it Cold Mountain? With Nicole Kidman and all those kind of like gritty films. But you always had like a male lead and a female lead. And there was a romance there. So
Oh,
there
yes.
were these gritty films. And now we're getting into a time period where we're seeing the same type of film, but we are not afraid to explore what a queer love story around that kind of story was like. So it's kind of like it's really interesting kind of going into these things being like, oh yeah, that was like an intense story, but for us to be able to, but it's two guys, so that could be a way of kind of like connecting to audiences, or two women or whatever, than it would have been for all the films before. Like, there's still a story to tell, and there's still quite a serious story in whatever it's telling about, you know, the war and what's going on there and stuff. But it makes it slightly more relatable to know that the characters could also be characters like you and I, and just kind of back then going, oh.
I wonder if it'll be a bit like Queer, you know?
I don't think it'll be as weird as Queer.
Queer was weird.
Queer was weird.
But in the sense that, you know, it's a really kind of individual story, and then around the fringes you're getting a feel for what it's like for...
Is it based off a book?
I don't know. Probably.
I like the idea about... Well, I like the premise of what sound and music does for emotion. I sort of hit on that roughly with A Nice Indian Boy, when they were like, do you ever just look at them and hear sound, hear music? Oh, yeah.
I don't do that.
Oh, I know. You
I
don't
know.
have an imagination, though. That's okay. But also, I think there is something there to be said about saying goodbye to a loved one when they have to leave for war.
And what is there to be said about that?
Well, if you think about it, queer couples who were men probably both had to go off to war a lot of the time.
Oh, yeah, interesting.
If you were two women, you probably didn't have to deal with that. You know, these like levels of things, and obviously we know the amount of, you know, from history, the amount of like husbands that had to leave their wives to. You know.
I think that'd be horrible to be serving like alongside your partner.
Oh God, yeah. Well, you probably wouldn't even have been guaranteed that.
No, they put
like,
you in different platoons or
yeah.
something. Yeah.
But I think there's an element of like that would have been a universal thing that affected all couples, not just straight and gay couples. Like almost kind of like disrupting that bubble of like when you thought you could be with your partner or whatever, but then this huge historical moment happens and it affects everyone, is kind of like jarring, you know? Because they even hinted at they've got wives. So once again, we're going back into these themes of like queer hiding, queer, you know, coming out in September,
very soon, a couple of weeks.
No.
It's the day after my anniversary, actually.
All right. Well, thank you so much for watching.
What did you think? Let us know.
Yes.
Curious to know what people think about this. Is there a book? We should have Googled that. Maybe
Well,
it's
you
not
did
an
have the
original
job
movie.
to
I
Google.
did.
So you basically wasted that.
Yeah, anyway, yeah. Well, thank you for watching. I will see you very soon. Bye.